And welcome to my channel. Um, I've got some different. This I pet goat. Oh, first off, I want to give God, my Father, and my Redeemer Jesus Christ all the glory, honor, and praise. We'd have nothing if it wasn't for Him. But anyway, I was going to do a little bit on this I pet goat. Some information I found. Now, this show, it's a satanic type of ritual. I don't like using it, but they do tell you some of the truth in it. You know, you can kind of uh, because they've got to tell you the truth to an extent. But so they done this ritual, and the same person that done this ritual there's a river up here named after that family up here in Arkansas, um, and it's got something to do with Mena, Waldron, and Little Rock. This iPet the family that done this iPet goat is the same family that had in France that has the Mona that bought the Mona Lisa portrait that's worth the highest price painting of the world. She was called a Geraldini. Mona Lisa Gerald was her name, Gerald, but they called the Geralds the Geraldinis. The Windsors, there was a guy named Windsor D. Gerald. Windsor was his first name, and his last name was, and that's who the Queen and them over there stole their name. Basically stole their name, hijacked the name of Windsor. So anyway, but she probably was a grandson, a granddaughter, great whatever granddaughter of this Windsor guy, Windsor D. Gerald. But anyway, I want to go with this pet goat. But the river's named Force La Fave or Force La Fave that goes from Little Rock. It dams up, makes Nimrod a lake. It makes a little town there named Nimrod. Then it goes on over below Waldron to a town called Y City, like Yah, Y. Then it comes on down to Mena where I was born. And it goes all the stretch. It goes across the state. It's a weird thing. And it's used to help raise Nimrod, the ritual it's doing. And the same people made this film right here that owns that Mona Lisa portrait. But I'm going to show you, I want to go on this a little bit. I'm going to let it play. I don't have the sound up, but um, there's a, uh, there was a eclipse on that knob. This goat turns his head backwards, going counterclockwise, reversing time. That's what he's doing. And this iPet goat, these blocks down here, in an anagram says had to get to this symbol right here, because that's all they believe in is their symbols and their backwards alphabet. I believe this stands for Gemini. It could also mean a doorway. Had to get to the doorway, because there is doorways up in heaven, in the stars, the firmament. There's doorways, but had to get to Gemini, the twin. Now the twin is let me see here, Janus. Okay, Janus is the Gemini twin. It's one version of it. In ancient Roman myth, Janus is the god of beginnings, gates, transitions, time, duality, doorways, passages, frames, and endings. And y'all see a picture right over here of this Janus. Let me see if I can get ahead of it. That's the Gemini. And notice they got number 17 wrote on it. That's like the double-headed eagle nearly, in a way, kind of. But this is the god Janus that I believe this iPet goat's trying to is talking about. Okay, so I had to get to. Oh wow. I accidentally closed out my. Uh, anyway, let me get back to it here. Sorry about that, folks. But this iPad Goat is telling us what's coming. The Antichrist is coming, and it's what it's telling. It's raising the Antichrist rising, and it shows him at the end. And people think it thinks it's Obama. It's showing you a white skinned person. Is what it's doing. But I'm gonna get on over here with this a little bit further. All right, he's reversing time. This goat is, and the rulers of the world. That's them right there, controlling George Bush, and he does his little dance. Notice he's in a Baphomet star, upside down, 5-pointed star. He's in the classroom, and this classroom has all black children in it, the real one. And he's doing his dance. But y'all notice these 4 snowflakes on the wall that looks like snowflakes? Let me show you what that is about. They're different, they're different. They're different shapes, but they're all 6-pointed. Now, this film is about frequency, time, and because time is encoded with this frequency. In the earliest translations of the Hebrew scripture, it says that God's Spirit fluttered over the face of the deep. God's Spirit fluttered, kind of like birds' wings fluttering. The King James translated it to hovering, but it created a vibration. God's Spirit created a vibration and spoke a frequency like a music note, that caused all of us, all this creation. But anyway, I'll show you about this here. I don't know if I can widen that or not. Maybe I can. My window's not really, I didn't make my window big enough. But anyway, I'll read this to you. Snowflakes is an excellent snow reducer. Have you ever gone outside during snowfall and noticed how silent and still the air is? Snowflakes are responsible for this. They accumulate on the ground. Air becomes trapped between the individual snow crystals, which reduces vibration. It is thought that snow cover of less than 1 inch is enough to dampen the acoustics across the landscape. As snow ages, however, it becomes hardened and compact and loses its ability to absorb sounds. Now, this has all got to do with the vibration, the Schumann resonance, the frequency. That's what all this is, the vibration for our creation. So what I'm saying is these snowflakes are showing you a level of frequency going down, slowing down, because time is figured in that frequency wave. And so they're showing you the stages of the frequency that they're going to, that their magic is doing this. Their black magic is doing this to the air, to our in which we live. They've lowered the frequency, or they've raised the frequency. It goes back and forth some. And if y'all watch them Schumann resonance maps, it's been spiking and then going back down, spiking again, and we've had the earthquakes are coming, the floods are coming, because we're in the birth pains of, I've seen floods that I've never seen before on the news, where it's washing away villages, houses just down the streets, or going down the streets, cars and all this. But they're not showing you this stuff on the news because they don't want you to know all this. But anyway, that's what that's about. It's about lowering the frequency. Those stars are. That they're showing you what they're doing. And then evil Bush, he does all this, and they're showing you they're demon possessed. Because if you ever seen that show, The Exorcist, when he twists his head all the way around and becomes Obama, he's showing you that they have the same spirit, but that they're demon possessed. They're possessed by devils. They're evil. Now he's fixing to twist his head around there and, spin it around like the girl on The Exorcist. All right, there he goes. He's demon possessed, devil possessed. Bush is evil Bush, and he turns into Obama. Same face, same two faces, same spirit on two faces. All right. Well, let me go back, because I was going to show you what that F minus equals F. On the chalkboard back there, there's if I can catch it just right. Okay, right behind them says F equals minus F. That's frequency. To lower the frequency, frequency equals lower frequency minus. I thought it was fluoride for a long time, but after I got to researching this about the stars and this, and they're doing it to America because America's the one that's really that's going to be the hardest to fall, to take down. But they're doing it. They're doing it, and they don't care about you. But they are going to care someday because our Creator is going to, His wrath is going to come on this place. And I'm the best friend a person could have because I'm telling you, you can't escape it. God has provided a way of escape. I know there's a lot of people that don't believe that way, but you know what? I believe the Bible teaches it clearly that there's a harvest coming, a rapture, a harpazo. But anyway, I believe that's a symbol of Noah's Ark right there, that boat that's on fire, this shark, you know. But right here, they got this guy hanging, and it looks like they've gouged his eyes out like Samson and got his tongue hanging out. They broke off one of his legs and they broke one of his arms up right there because it's lifted up, and they cut off one of his legs. This is a threat. I believe it's a threat, you know, that they're threatening somebody here on earth. They're showing them what they're going to do. This 101, I'm going to show you what that is later, what I think it is. It's all got to do with this hangman guy right here. They call him Samson, but that's really not who it is. That's Elijah right there. That's who they're showing you. But they want you to think it's Samson, because Samson failed at the end. I mean, he didn't fail at the end, but he lost his life at the end because he let in Delilah cut his hair because he was a Nazarite, and they wasn't supposed to cut their hair. But they want you, because Samson got his eyes gouged out, so they want to make you think that, they want people to think that's Samson, but it's really, it's Elijah, because that's part of their ritual, their witchcraft, their spell. But anyway, there's the dragon that's going to split the temple, the brain. They're going to separate your God the God part of your brain. They're going to separate it with this plasma. I think that's plasma lightning, you know, or plasma energy from those lower and higher frequencies, what I believe they are. And over here you got two little babies in a heart. It's not in a womb. It don't look to me look like it's in a heart. There's one bigger than one littler. Looks like twins, kind of, you might say. And I done the video on the Chimera lady that said she had absorbed her own twin. Now, this is how you absorb your own twin. It's because it don't matter if your twin or your they claim that there was twins in a womb, and one of the twins died, and the other baby absorbed that DNA, becoming her own twin. That's what the thing was, but I don't quite believe it like that. I believe there is blood mixture and maybe some DNA mixture if that happens. But I'm saying, if a baby was born 1 year and then the next year another baby was born, let's just say the first year the baby died, then the second baby was born. Well, what happened was, in that mother, the first baby's blood is DNA. About 10% of 6 to 10% of that baby's blood was circulating throughout the mother, and it stopped. 6 to 10% stopped in her organs, in her reproductive organs, in her heart, in her all of her organs. So that baby that died, blood is in that mom. Well, she goes on and have another baby. Well, now in that baby, the baby's blood circulating through the mother, and some of the other baby's blood is circulating through the one that hadn't been born yet. So that's why God says everything is a seed. A human is a seed, because the blood passes from one baby to the next, to the next, to the next. there's a certain amount that, and sometimes it's a large amount and sometimes it's not, because it's in the reproductive system too. So if I don't really understand all of it, but I do get the concept of you're a seed because your brothers, your brother, mother, uncle, and all of them are you're getting that seed line because that blood stops in the mother's organs, in the mother's eggs, and you're picking that up a little bit up from your older brother. You know what? Maybe I explained that well, but that's what I think's going on here because there's an older one and there's a younger one. Looks like to me like. But that's all I was going to show on that. All I was going to do on that. But all right. He's making fun. Obama's making fun of this. I'll show you who he's making fun of here in a minute. He's laughing, carrying around there. All right. Puts his hands together like he's praying. All right. He's making fun of this Elijah that's in this egg over here. It's fixing to come up. See, he's got his hands there. He's laughing, making fun like he's going to do something. Now, this lady here, now I want to show y'all how these months run. There's January, February, and then it shows it's running into March. And then back here is April by the bunny rabbit for Easter. April, May, June. Donald Trump was born in June. That's his hands right there. He does that upside down triangle, just like his Trump Tower. And this is a M or a W, upside down W. But he's got the upside down triangle. It shows you his hairpiece on there. And he's sitting over here by this stag, this buck. He's the one closest to that because he thinks he's going to rule this world. But anyway, so that goes on around like that. But when you get over here, you go July, August, September. October, November, and December. But anyway, this is like a meteor, or I think, or a target. It looks like a meteor hit. Looks like then another meteor hits, or they destroyed the temple. They ain't really. But notice how August and September's joined together like twins. That's what that's all about right there. Is like twins. And this one here's got a target numbers. The one that stands for September, see the X on his mouth? That's showing you over that X over in that guy's gouged out eyes. There's that same X where they gouged out his eyes. Now they've closed his mouth. See, the one that made it through. And so I'm going with this. That guy made it through, and he's the one that they don't want talking. Going with this. And she's sitting in the sun. A woman clothed in the sun and the moon at her feet, and she's pregnant. She's going to let this apple go. And I showed y'all I believe this is an Oldenburg Duchess apple. Because this is a bloodline of Samson, the Duchess Oldenburg apple. Because of the Prince Philip, the one that died. They're showing you his bloodline. But what happened here, this picked up this seed and that seed. It didn't take this seed in, so it skipped out on that Oldenburg, I believe that Oldenburg seed, and it took up the other two, the mother's and the other bloodline. Because I showed you that Janus, that two-faced Janus god. And the Scotland's crest has got a two-headed eagle on it. And the Geraldinis do too. The Mona Lisa's got, that bloodline's got a double-headed eagle as their crest. Now this right here means, I believe this is C7. I had it up here just a minute ago. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Okay, 37. I believe that stands for 37. Let me get it here. Just bear with me a minute. Okay, in Greek, I am is occurred 37 times in the New Testament. I am. That occurs 37 times in the New Testament. And there's a significant of 37 times 24 in the Greek in the English means Jesus. Y'all can't see that part, but anyway, I'm going to go on. But I believe that stands for 30. C is number 3, like ABC, 1, 2, 3, and then 7. So I think that's meaning 37. And the reason I believe that is because of this bloodline right here that forms this DNA. Because somebody else is saying, I am, I am. Satan says he wants to be the I am. But when this flower comes open, it don't turn out to be, it, it's, a lot of people saying it's a water lily. But I think it's an aster flower, aster for the month of September. And Obama, when he seen this flower coming, when he seen this happen, Obama sweats it. He starts sweating it because he sees this didn't take the right seed, didn't take the right route. It didn't take the one seed, and it makes Obama sweat when this flower comes to, and there's a crown right there. And I believe that's a September flower, aster flower, because some looks just like that. That's got a crown in that, and the leaves are kind of pointed. But I believe it's a hybrid flower. It's what I believe it is of a chimera flower, if you want to call it that. But okay, he sweats when he sees that. That scares Obama. That apple done that. The apple's the egg, and so he goes back to the classroom to learn more. I believe that's standing for Texas leaving, getting tore off or leaving. And if y'all notice this, to me, they say this is the Twin Towers, and this is how the Twin Towers come down. But if you notice, to me, this looks like a human behind. And so these are standing for, and looks twisted a little bit. You see up there, there's like a twisted, and it has something to do with the DNA, the two becoming one. So they take the Twin Towers down, get rid of the double helix DNA to make one, to change humans' DNA. That's what I believe that's what was showing you, this Twin Towers. And then you got the little destruction, dance of destruction person there, whatever he is, demon. But the Antichrist is slowly waking up to who he is. He's in a human form. And now if y'all notice this old Bin Laden, then he's got CIA patch on his jacket there. So he was a CIA operative. He didn't bomb those towers. And I'm going to get to this here right quick. All right, y'all see this? I'll show you it's about time travel. This is about time travel. And what I mean by that is, all right, here's the Statue of Liberty. It makes a King David star. There's the dog star. I think that stands for Sirius, the dog star, because it looks like a dog snout, and it might not be that at all. But that dog star was really the bright and morning star, so they got the star right there, the bright and morning star, probably, that's probably what that stands for, is that Sirius dog star. And inside, when this gets going, all right, y'all see that opening? Watch right up here. See this swirl? That's time travel swirl. There was a portal just opened up there. I'll show it again. All right, y'all watch up at the top. See that gap, that opening in the sky? This was what they call time travel. It's Elijah's spirit that's came into this earth for the last time from heaven. There he is, went into this baby. The spirit went into this baby, and he's praying. He was praying in his mother's womb like John the Baptist was. And you notice the serpent, the snake, is watching this egg, this praying baby, and not wanting this baby to be born. But, kind of like they did Jesus in his day. Well, the Antichrist is still awakening, waking up, trying to. He's got the pyramid on his head. And the root of money, the love of money is the root to all evil. This guy is the spirit of the love of money and the love of things. And he's the one that's kept. Now, y'all see the pills and the needles there? That's called pharmakia, sorceries. God says, I'll save you from the hour of temptation. In the Greek, that temptation translates to pharmakia. And in Revelation chapter 18, I think it is, the whole world was deceived by their sorceries. Well, that's also the word for temptation, sorceries, witchcraft. They're all translate to the same temptations. So the world's going to be this is Elijah. He's got a priest suit on, a priest a suit or uniform, whatever you call it. It's a priest uniform as a boy, and he's waking up, and when he wakes up, when he realizes that all these pills and stuff that was given to him was to keep him from waking up. And this thing gets mad when he wakes up, that's Elijah. And that looks like I'm going to go back to that for a second. That looks like a face, upside down face with the temple gone, destroyed the temple. They're showing you that the temple's been destroyed. You're not because your body is the temple these days. And where's your temple? Up there on your side of your head. So they're showing you they're going to destroy your temple. That's what they're doing with this stuff they're giving people these days. But I was going to show you something else. This little baby was born. They're showing you he was born right here on all right, this is Statue of Liberty. There's 3 islands, little islands there that make up a monument. One of them is Ellis Island. Ellis is ELIS. They're telling you that this is the Elijah bloodline has been born because there was not a hospital made there named Ellis Hospital on Ellis Island, and EL always stands for somebody that's associated with God, our Father, our Creator. Elijah, that's kind of like, that's how it is. EL is always with God, our Creator. So they're telling you he's born, and they've kept him medicine in him, sorceries, witchcraft, because that's what that is, witchcraft, sorceries. And this guy gets mad when he sees that they couldn't keep him down, because God's going to wake him up, and they're trying to destroy the temple, your temple. That's what they're trying to do. And Elijah, and I believe it shows the rapture here, the flash of light that's going to happen that will make where the rapture is going to happen, because it's going to be a magnetic flash of plasma somehow. I don't really understand it, but I just believe that that's what it will be. And because see, there's the harvester. They drown in the harvester, they think, and all this. I haven't really researched it out a lot, all this stuff here, but the party's over. That's what I get of that. And this Antichrist is still, see, he's got the barbed wire around his head, so he ain't woke up completely. But when he wakes up, that barbed wire will disappear. But I want y'all to look. This spirit, this money is getting mad because this. All right, time travel right there. Those time doors. And this spirit came out. There he is, getting in this human. The spirit of the Antichrist come out through time travel, and here comes the. Those are called archer fish. I think I've done a video on that. But he's waking up. He's that spirit getting in him, and all this here is I haven't really studied it a lot. I just believe that's a whore of Babylon, she's lost her magic, like Hollywood and them. They're being exposed. Here comes this DNA change. This Antichrist. He mixed DNA with human, and when he did, I believe all these people with suits on are the mom and pop businesses that's been destroyed by the Antichrist. That's why I say he's here. He destroys a ton of mom and pop businesses through this pandemic thing. the serpent gets mad and he runs off, and then Elijah stands up. He sees, he's realized what happened, and he sees, he's realizing what's happened now, that he's been poisoned, keep his mind from waking up. Now, I believe that's a symbol of the bride, the rapture. And notice that little four-pointed star on this little dance of destruction. But I'm going to show you the rapture where I think it happens. You'll see a flash of light, and he'll look up, this little dancer right here. There's a flash of light, and he looks up. And this is when an earthquake happens, according to the Bible, and here comes the Antichrist to save the world. And those flowers are water lilies are on that, they're popping up there as he comes down, because it means that those water lilies mean a new beginning. And I want to show y'all something. The Statue of Liberty's got the same nose, and Donald Trump's got the same nose. They give you a little bit of a flat nose look right here. So why they done that, to give you a little bit of the flat nose look. And if you look at that Statue of Liberty, it looks like Elvis Presley. It looks like Donald Trump. Because if you put Donald Trump and Elvis Presley together, their faces the same way, their nose looks the same. So I believe it's Donald Trump myself, that there's this portraying, because Donald Trump's been known as the orange skinned president. His hair's kind of reddish, and he worships the sun. He worships the Janus god. He's a little bit of everything. He's a little bit Jewish. He's a little bit Christian. He claims. This is what he claims. He's not nowhere near a Christian, but he's deceived the Christian church. And he's deceived because that's who he had to deceive to take down America, to get in the Antichrist system. And they fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. If you like Donald Trump, I feel for you. He's my cousin, about fourth or fifth cousin in both my mama and my daddy's bloodlines. And they think I'm not going to tell what I've seen. Okay, he's going to destroy the church right here. He's working on destroying the church. There it is, the church building going down. These represent church buildings, churches across the world, when they couldn't go in and preach and sing and stuff. So he's starting to deceive the church, because when you're deceived, you are destroyed. And so there goes the Church of America. I believe that's pointing to, or maybe probably of the world. Now he's going out here, and y'all see these CMEs or whatever, asteroids coming off the sun. God's going to let him do this for a little bit, but thank y'all for coming to my channel. Hope everyone has a great day.